After the hope of returning was shattered, the protagonist chose to fully integrate into this world, accepting the identity and memories belonging to Klein. However, shortly after, the two people who watched the mysterious notebook with Klein died in bizarre ways. Can Klein escape the fate of the curse of that notebook and avoid a fatal outcome once again? Having left the mist space, Klein began to read the diary written by his previous self. From the diary, he learned that before his suicide, his classmate, Welsh McGovern, obtained a notebook from the Fourth Era, originating from the ancient Antigris family. Welch found fellow history student Naya, and together with Klein, they researched the notebook. As he continued reading the diary, Klein discovered that the mysterious notebook contained many enigmatic incidents. Curious once more, he read the chilling words on the last page: "Everyone will die, including me," and resolved to visit Welch's home to unravel the truth. However, just as Klein was preparing to depart, a knock at the door interrupted his thoughts. To his surprise, it was 3 police officers. The police delivered a terrifying message to Klein. The other 2 classmates who had seen the notebook had also died by suicide, their deaths equally horrifying and suspicious. One had repeatedly banged his head against a wall until death, while the other had drowned himself in a basin. Combining these eerie deaths with Klein's own inexplicable gunshot suicide, it was evident that the notebook held unspeakable issues. The police found Klein to investigate the matter. After Klein's resurrection, he appeared to be the only survivor of the incident. Klein, aware of the high suspicion, feigned amnesia, leading the gray-eyed officer to seek an expert to help Klein recall his lost memories. Before leaving, a green-eyed officer told Klein, "You're lucky. Typically, in cases like this, the norm is for all parties involved to end up dead." Chilled by the officer's words, Klein worried that his memories on Earth might also be stirred up by a specialist in the field of psychology. Realizing the eerie events in this mysterious world could easily claim lives. At night, Klein was awakened from a dream by a knock at the door. Opening it, he found the gray-eyed officer from earlier that day, who introduced himself as Dunn Smith. However, his true identity was a remarkable member of the Black Knight Goddess Church, responsible for handling casualties caused by mysterious forces. Possessing extraordinary abilities, he had entered Klein's dream to determine if Klein was lying. Fortunately, Klein was able to remain lucid in his dreams. When Dunn asked him about his involvement in Welch and Naya's deaths, he revealed some of the pertinent facts. He then handed over the revolver, informing Dunn that he had also attempted suicide. But luckily, he had not been successful. This gained Dunn's trust, leading law enforcement to believe that Klein was also a victim of the incident, thereby partially clearing his suspicion. Early the next day, the officer and the enforcer from the Black Knight Church found an expert to use hypnosis to delve into Klein's subconscious and uncover what had truly occurred. This expert turned out to be a higher-level extraordinary individual, known as a medium, capable of directly communicating with people's souls. Nervously, Klein sat across from the medium, Daly. An ordinary person without any extraordinary abilities would find it difficult to contend with extraordinary individuals, especially a medium, who was considered of high standing even within the extraordinary community. Klein had no power to rely on. Could he successfully dispel the suspicions of the police and enforcers? And would he expose his origins from Earth? As Klein delved deeper into contact with extraordinary abilities, what further bizarre events would he encounter? Stay tuned for the next episode's fascinating episode.